Alright, Leeds United faithful, welcome back to the channel that bleeds white. If you're watching this, you know what time it is. Transfer window madness is officially here, and your beloved Whites are about to turn the football world upside down. Listen up, you beautiful Leeds United warriors, because what I'm about to tell you will have you jumping off your sofas, calling your mates, and probably breaking something in pure excitement. We've got 3 absolutely mental pieces of news that are going to change everything about how you see this summer window. I'm talking about stories that'll have you questioning everything you thought you knew about this club's direction. Stories that connect the past, present, and future of Leeds United in ways that'll make your head spin. We're talking about loyalty, betrayal, redemption, and absolute genius moves from Daniel Farke that prove he understands what this club is really about. First up, there's a massive reunion happening that's got social media going absolutely bonkers, and it involves one of our legends being spotted with current players in what might be the most telling sign yet. I'm talking about Instagram stories that have sent the entire Leeds United community into meltdown mode, pictures that tell a story bigger than any transfer rumour you've ever heard. Then we've got a young star who's basically throwing his toys out of the pram and wants out of Elland Road, but wait until you hear where he might be going and who wants him. This isn't just about one player leaving, this is about what it means to be Leeds United in 2025. This is about fighting for your place versus taking the easy road, and if that wasn't enough to get your blood pumping, there's a playmaker, a proper magician on the ball, that our German gaffer is absolutely desperate to bring to West Yorkshire. And this isn't just any player, this is someone that the legendary Marcelo Bielsa himself was obsessed with. We're talking about a player who could be the final piece of the puzzle that takes us from Premier League survivors to Premier League warriors. But here's what's got me absolutely buzzing. These 3 stories aren't separate incidents, they're all connected. They all tell the same story about where Leeds United is heading, what kind of club we're becoming, and why this summer might be the most important transfer window in our recent history. Smash that like button right now if you're ready for this emotional roller coaster. Hit subscribe because you cannot miss what's coming next, and tell me in the comments, are you ready for what's about to unfold? Because I'm telling you now, Leeds United faithful, after what I'm about to reveal, you'll never look at this transfer window the same way again. The first bombshell involves a homecoming that could change our entire midfield. Calvin Phillips, there it is! The name that's got every single Leeds United fan losing their absolute minds right now. Our academy graduate, our Yorkshire Perlo, our absolute warrior who bled white before he ever kicked a ball professionally. You thought you were dreaming when you saw those Instagram stories, didn't you? Patrick Bamford, Luke Ayling, and Calvin Phillips together at Temple Newsome, living it up like the old days, singing along to I Predict a Riot with the Kaiser Chiefs. Phillips even called Bamford an absolute legend. Mate, we're not crying, you're crying. But let me paint you the full picture here, because this isn't just some random meetup between old friends. This is Phillips at 29 years old, at the crossroads of his career, potentially realizing that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Manchester City was supposed to be his dream move, his chance to win everything, but what's happened? He's become a bench warmer, a 45 million bench warmer. That failed loan to Ipswich, that was supposed to be his redemption arc, his chance to prove he still had it. Instead, it was a nightmare that probably had him lying awake at night wondering if he'd made the biggest mistake of his life. And now here he is, back in Leeds, surrounded by his old teammates, probably feeling more at home than he has in years. But this isn't just a friendly reunion, Leeds United faithful. This is Daniel Farke pulling the strings behind the scenes, because let me tell you something, Phillips has been struggling at Manchester City. That move to the Etihad that broke our hearts, it's been a nightmare for our boy. He can't get into Pep's team, and now he's sitting there thinking, maybe I made the wrong choice. 234 appearances for Leeds, 14 goals from midfield, 13 assists that were pure poetry, the championship trophy around his waist. This lad is Leeds United, and seeing him potentially come home when we need Premier League experience the most. It's like the football gods are finally smiling down on Elland Road. Think about it, Phillips knows every blade of grass at Elland Road. He knows how the crowd reacts, he knows the rhythm of the club, he knows what it means to fight for every single point wearing that white shirt. Farke knows exactly what he's doing here. Phillips wouldn't need time to settle, he'd slot right back into that midfield like he never left. And here's the beautiful irony, While City were buying him to add that Yorkshire grit to their pretty football, we'd be bringing him back to add Premier League class to our fighting spirit. It's poetry in motion, it's football karma at its finest. But here's the thing that's got me buzzing with excitement and worry at the same time. While we're potentially getting our prodigal son back, there's another story brewing that's got me absolutely raging, and it involves a young talent who apparently doesn't want to fight for his place at the club that made him Mateo Joseph wants out. I can barely say those words without my blood boiling. Leeds United, faithful. This 21-year-old Spanish striker who we've nurtured, who we've believed in, who we've given chances to even when he wasn't scoring, he's basically turned around and said thanks but no thanks to the club that could have made him a legend. But let me tell you the full story here, because this isn't just about one player's decision. This is about what separates the real Leeds United players from the pretenders. Joseph has been at Elland Road watching legends like Patrick Bamford fight through injuries, through criticism, through everything, and still come back stronger. He's seen what it means to bleed for this badge. 11 starts this season. Just 11. And yeah, only 3 goals, but we're talking about a kid with bags of potential. 3 assists as well, showing he can create as well as score. But apparently, that's not enough for young Mateo. He sees us potentially signing Callum Wilson or another striker, and instead of rolling up his sleeves and fighting for his place like a true white, he wants to pack his bags. This is what kills me about modern football sometimes. Instead of seeing competition as an opportunity to grow, to push himself to new levels, to learn from experienced pros, Joseph sees it as a threat. He sees Wilson potentially coming in and thinks, I'm out, instead of thinking, I'm going to work harder than I've ever worked to keep that shirt. Real Betis are sniffing around with their La Liga glamour, offering the easy route back to Spain where he doesn't have to prove himself in the most demanding league in the world. Liam Roseneur at Strasbourg is trying to tempt him to France with promises of guaranteed playing time. And word is we might let him go for 20 million. 20 million for a lad who could have been the next big thing at Elland Road. You know what this reminds me of? All those players who left us when we were struggling, only to realize later that Leeds United is where magic happens. Players who chose the easy option instead of fighting for something special. But fine, Mateo, if you don't want to be part of this incredible journey back to the Premier League, if you don't want to fight alongside legends like Bamford and potentially Phillips, then maybe you're not Leeds United material after all. And here's the thing that's really getting under my skin. We rejected a bid from Real Betis in January. We fought to keep him. We believed in him when others didn't. And now, when we need squad depth more than ever, when we were about to embark on our Premier League adventure, he wants to jump ship. But here's what's absolutely killing me about this situation. While Joseph is looking for the easy way out, Fark is out there trying to sign players who actually want to be at this massive club. Players who understand what it means to pull on that white shirt. And that brings me to the final piece of this transfer puzzle that's got me more excited than I've been in years. Marching on together just got a whole lot more exciting, because Daniel Fark is about to pull off the signing that Marcelo Bielsa could only dream of back in 2020, Emi Buendia, the Argentine playmaker who Bielsa was desperate to sign before he made his £33 million record move to Aston Villa. Well, guess what? After a disappointing loan at Bayer Leverkusen, Buendia is available this summer and Fark has wasted no time in opening talks. This is massive for so many reasons, Whites. First, Fark already knows exactly what he's getting. 121 appearances, 24 goals, and 41 assists during their time together at Norwich. The German boss got the absolute best out of Buendia, and now he wants to recreate that magic at Elland Road. According to inside sources, talks have already been held with Aston Villa, and here's the beautiful part. Buendia is open to the Leeds move because he trusts Fark. We're competing with interest in Gus Hamer and Gabriel Sara, but the smart money is on Buendia being our number 10. Think about it. A proven Premier League playmaker who Bielsa wanted, who Fark has already worked miracles with, coming to Leeds United just when we need that creative spark to survive in the top flight. This is the kind of signing that separates successful promotion campaigns from relegation disasters. The 28-year-old wants to redeem himself after his Bundesliga struggles, and what better place to do it than at Elland Road, where the fans will absolutely worship a player who can thread passes and create magic out of nothing. White's faithful, this is it. This is the summer that will define whether we're a Premier League club or another cautionary tale about promoted sides going straight back down. We could be welcoming back our academy hero Calvin Phillips, saying goodbye to Mateo Joseph, who doesn't want to fight for his place, and signing the playmaker Emi Buendia that Marcelo Bielsa always dreamed of having in his squad. Smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell because this transfer window is going to be absolutely wild. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you excited about Phillips potentially coming home? Heartbroken about Joseph wanting out? Or are you just buzzing about the possibility of Buendia pulling the strings in our midfield? The Premier League is ruthless, but with the right signings and the right mentality, we can shock everyone and show that Leeds United belongs at the top table of English football. We are Leeds, we are Leeds, we are Leeds, and this summer might just be the most important in our recent history. What do you think, Whites faithful? Are we building a squad capable of Premier League survival, or are we making the same mistakes that condemned other promoted teams to immediate relegation? Marching on together.